Craig, how are you doing?
With what?
Just how are you doing? What's up? What's going on?
Fine. Just smelting.
What you thinking about? Oh, just smelting things. Just metallurgy things.
Guy thinking in bed, maybe. He's probably thinking about other girls. He's thinking about smelting. Metallurgy.
How many trees am I gonna have to cut down to have enough coal to smelt all the silver I just mined? Do we need more wood? Do you want me to go get some more wood? I can do that.
Yeah, we're out of wood here, but probably not at the barn.
There's not much left at the barn, so I'm gonna go out this way to the peninsula here and
Let's not deforest the area near the castle.
No?
It's nice to have trees visible from here.
Well, then where am I going for wood?
Anywhere else. Go deforest Kyle's forest.
Okay, I will.
You can always grow them back.
In a artificial way, though. It might look somewhat.
But deep in your heart, you'll know.
Yeah.
What?
You could deforest the Black Forest around Haldor. That would be convenient. Lots of trees right by the portal.
We don't have a portal to Haldor right now, though.
Well, we can just change any of them to Haldor.
Well, what if I change your face
like
to Haldor?
This mountain portal at the castle is not doing anything right now. I'll change it to Haldor there. NIMBY. Merg.
What?
NIMBY.
It's racist. It's very racist.
How is it racist?
Because that is like the origin of that term. Racist. From not wanting, like, people of a different color in your neighborhood.
People put way too much importance on the historical origin of certain things.
What are you talking about?
NIMBY, not in my backyard.
Yeah, I have no idea what that is.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm just gonna cut down these trees. I'll do Haldor's stuff later. I'll just get a couple of stacks. From here, since I'm here already.
Like, for the rest of human history, until we go extinct, no one's allowed to express anything about not wanting anything in their backyard, because once someone used it in a racist way.
It's true.
The problem isn't the racism, it's just the term that happened to be connected to it at one point.
What the hell?
Where
did these skeletons come from?
Somebody somebody's letting their dog shit in my backyard, and I say it, oh, you're a racist.
Yep, you're racist against dogs. Why don't you let the dogs shit where they want to shit? They do it for a reason. They're marking their territory. These.
As a single Viking, I can't even keep up with 3 smelters and 3 kilns. I can't supply them myself.
I'm coming back with 1, 2, 3.5 stacks of wood. That's all I can carry. Oh, I'm out of arrow. I still don't have any arrow. Apparently, arrow without the S is now the plural of arrows.
Yeah.
Alright, I have fat stacks of wood.
Had you heard the acronym for that before, or did you just figure it out from the context when I said
Yeah, I've
it?
heard it before.
Yeah.
Usually I hear it in, like, TV shows where they're trying to emphasize white people being, like, vaguely racist toward their new neighbors who are not the same color as them. I have no arrows anyway. Alright, I have supplied these kilns. And I still have even more. But we do only have, if I decide, which I am, I think, deciding to call it early, we have about maybe less than 10 minutes. We can really stop at any point. But I'm just like too tired. I'm just exhausted. I'm exhausted and I haven't done anything. All I did was take a nap today. I'll probably feel better tomorrow, or I'll feel worse tomorrow, and then I'll feel better the next day.
They're saying now that you're going to need a 3rd shot.
Really?
Yeah.
I only have like 2 slots for shots on my my little sheet, my little blue card they gave me.
Yeah, that was the plan before, but now they're starting to say you need to get a 3rd.
Seems a bit excessive.
Yeah, three seems a little excessive. I don't know why I would need 3 shots.
I don't know why we would need 3 masks.
I haven't really looked
We
into
should-
the vaccine much, personally.
We should probably quit talking about this, or Merg's not going to be able to post this on YouTube.
I mean, we've already been discussing the healthcare system. It's fine. I'm screwed now either way. We're being pro-vaccine anyway. It's fine. If you know, as long as we're not like being anti-vax, we're fine.
I'm gonna get cancelled by my entire country for talking shit about the NHS.
I don't know, I feel like if you can't talk shit about your healthcare system, then you don't live in a free country.
Well, some kinds of speech are literally criminalized there, so.
True. Also, not very impressed by that.
You know what else is criminalized in some countries? Your face. It's your face. I was gonna say your face. How did you not know that I was gonna say your face?
You're not very impressed by what, though?
By your face?
Speech laws in this country.
Oh, yeah. You guys can borrow our constitution if you want.
No,
Like you
right.
borrow it.
I don't think there's any stopping that now. Until they decide to take it back, I guess.
The rock families that live in the castle are multiplying. Merc's getting sucked into the never-ending grind of smelting.
Yes. It's not the first time either. I'm just like, I'm like, I'll just do a couple. I'll just make sure everything's topped up, and then
By the time you top up everything in a certain category,
Yes.
the other categories need topping up.
Yes, exactly. Because I'm currently topping up 3 things. I still have wood on me. And then I have, I'm topping up the coal. Still have some ores on me. Alright. Everything's topped up, basically. More or less. With as many problems we were having last night playing Star Citizen, I am surprised that we didn't 30k a whole bunch. Mostly because right now there is a known, reliably what am I looking for? You can create it. We can recreate the bug reliably. Bug going around that induces a server crash, and it's known. It's known. It's known by everybody now, and everybody knows how to do it. So I'm surprised
Great.
that we didn't. I'm surprised that we didn't like get kicked out so many times. It's really simple to do too. It's a really simple bug.
I wonder if they can log the people that are doing it.
Well, to
And,
be
like, ban
fair,
them.
to be fair, it is like an alpha. Like technically, everybody is an alpha tester in that. It is kind of a major bug that they really need to fix, like ASAP.
Even though we had a bunch of other bugs, it was still fun, though.
Yeah, it was a fun time. It's when you jump behind the bar, and the bartender. I'm still. I don't know why. It's like I didn't laugh out loud really when it happened, and yet every time I think about it, it just like
Oh, I heard you laugh out loud.
it's hilarious. I laughed out loud a little bit. I didn't like lose my shit. We were on what?
You know how when you're playing a game, Kyle, and there's a bar, you jump behind it?
Yeah.
Because everyone does that. Well, I did that at a bar in Star Citizen. The bartender started yelling at me.
Yes. They were like, hey, whoa, 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 hey, whoa.
What do you think you're doing?
Yeah, what do you think
Fuck
you're
off.
doing? Fuck off.
That's quite funny.
It's funny because their animations weren't quite working, so like their
Well,
their
I don't think
faces
they have
looked-
animations for like turning and yelling at someone yet.
Yeah, but their faces looked angry. Like they looked like they were angry and actually yelling, but they were just kind of standing there staring ahead as they were saying this. All right, I'm I'm gonna remove myself from this never-ending grind for now. We're pretty much done. Kyle, I'm sorry for the short stream.
It was okay. I was late, super late anyway, but
Kyle, I don't know anything about your opinion on Star Citizen. Are you going to play it when it's relatively more complete?
I don't know, dude.
What
Maybe
do you
one
know?
day.
Do you know much about it?
I thought he
I
had
know
something.
a little bit about it. Yeah, I own it, but I don't know.
Well, if
Just my
you own it,
experience
you should.
playing it wasn't very good.
Yeah. Well, you should play some with me and Merg. It's
Yeah, you should.
pretty fun in a group.
Yeah, when I can convince certain people to let me uninstall games like Conan.
Who do you have to convince? Because you don't have space.
Yeah, I don't have space.
Do you have an SSD?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, definitely. If you install it on the SSD because it's practically required at this point.
Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me. It's my CPU that's the problem.
I think you'd be okay. I you know, you have an i3, but that's okay. The thing is, you're not gonna get like super good performance even if you have a super buff CPU anyway. Nobody gets good performance in Star Citizen right now.
Yeah, the performance bottleneck is server. Server related.
You'd think it'd be a bit better by now, though.
They've been improving everything incrementally.
Yeah, it has been. It's better than it used to be, but they're not going to do a huge amount of optimizations until they finish a bunch of other systems and such. And also, they're working on the move to Vulcan. Supposedly, we'll see the first bits of that in the next major patch in a few months, but don't know if
Isn't
that's
that
actually
a
gonna happen.
graphics API?
Yes, it is. But like the first iteration is basically just moving to Vulcan, making sure everything is working the same as it did, and that there's no major bugs. And like there might be improvements, but there probably aren't going to be that many like, you know, performance improvements from that until they start really working out the settings and such. Said RAM usage will be better.
Well, I have plenty of RAM.
And that's good. How much RAM do you have?
16 gigabytes.
That's an okay amount for Star Citizen.
That's like the minimum requirement for Star Citizen.
Jesus fucking
You'll be
Christ.
fine. No, you'll be fine with 16. It's fine. You'll be fine with 16.
Yeah. It just means
Most
you won't
people
be
have
able
16.
to run it well while also having like 30 browser tabs up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No alt tabbing.
Well, I don't do that anyway. Does it have borderless?
Yes.
Oh, that surprises me.
I play in borderless. It has
Why
like
you
regular
say no
window
alt
too.
tabbing?
Because alt tabbing uses RAM, and Star Citizen likes to use all your RAM.
I guess.
Doesn't really use all of it, but it reliably uses more than 8 gigs, so that's why 16 gigs is basically the requirement.
It wants to use all of it. I mean, I've gone up to like 22 plus gigs used, but I have 32, so you know, Star Citizen knows that I can afford it.
Yeah.
What were we gonna stop a while ago? Let's stop. Yeah, I blame Craig for asking Kyle about Star Citizen.
Well, nerd conversation is also good on
That's
stream.
true. It is true. It is true. Kyle, also you can actually there's like progression now. It's monetary progression primarily, like, but you can, you can start out with like a dinky little ship and work your way up to like a bigger ship just doing stuff in game.
Yeah, but when that eventually get taken away.
It will eventually, but it's still fun. It's still fun until then.
I guess. I'm enjoying Warframe at the moment though.
I mean, Warframe might wipe or just go away at some point. But you still had fun.
Maybe.
I mean, I'm speaking as someone who has played multiple MMOs that have gone under. I'm used to it by now.
I don't see Warframe going under though.
Not for a long time, but eventually. All games end.
Like when I started CO, I definitely had the thought in my head, oh, this could die pretty soon.
I'm surprised.
All good things.
Yes, all good things must come to an end. Jean-Luc.
Like I never touched City of Heroes just because, yeah, it was not my thing really.
City of Heroes was better than CO in like every way. It was. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of speaking out.
That's what every City of Heroes player says though.
CO feels too, like, I don't know, it feels cheap. Like, it feels cheaply made, and, like, just bad. Like, it just feels like a knockoff in every way.
Didn't stop you from playing it for, like, thousands of hours, though.
Well, what else was I gonna do with CO gone, or COH gone?
So you're saying it's a discount City of Heroes?
Yes. I am.
And it's still up.
Well, I mean, it was being run by a different company. It was created by the same developers, but run by a different company. Company that apparently is really stupid and everybody hates. Same company who runs, well, they used to run Guild Wars 2. Do they still do Guild Wars 2? I mean, Guild Wars 2 is still out, but I'm not sure if they're still run by the same people.
No idea. I got really bored of Guild Wars when I played it.
Yeah. I liked Guild Wars for a while, Guild Wars 2 for a while. I enjoyed it, and I saw a lot of potential in where they could go with it, and they didn't do anything with it.
They squandered it.
They completely squandered it.
They decided that the best use of their resources was to continually make content that would be accessible for a short period of time and then gone forever.
Yep.
Which is the most idiotic thing I've ever heard in game development.
Yep.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. The only other MMO that I played for more than 200 hours was World of Warcraft.
I only
played
okay.
WoW through Burning Crusade from vanilla, and then I quit.
I played WoW a tiny bit in beta. That's how old I am. And then I played it for like maybe a month when it actually released. Like I bought it and played it for about that time. And I don't know, it just didn't really grab me. Like I enjoyed it, and I think the main reason I even grabbed it when it came out was because I knew other people who were playing it, and I kind of wanted to play with them. But at the same time, like I don't know, I was just doing stuff by myself, and so I didn't really play with anybody, and I just kind of got tired of it. And then I tried it again right before Wrath. I was playing it during the unbeknownst to me, it was during the whole plague thing that was going around. And it was like it was fine. It was fine. That's not why I stopped. It was just I was kind of having the same experience I had before, where I just I didn't really know anybody there, and didn't really feel like making new friends. I just, wasn't in the mood for it. And so I didn't last very long. I played it for maybe 2 or 3 weeks. I got up to like level 40 some, and then I just stopped. And now I have a lack of desire to play it, mostly because the company who runs it are a bunch of shits.
Yeah, I'm not gonna touch it. The new thing they're doing is just stupid, I think, to be honest.
What are they
Personally.
doing?
Classic WoW.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what to call that.
Stupid.
Yeah, I guess so. That's all I have for it.
Money grab.
Yeah, money grab,
Yeah.
for sure.
I mean, they saw people enjoying it on private servers, which, I mean, to be fair, are, they are illegal. I get that, but, like, they saw people enjoying it and said, how can we make money off of this?
It's like they copied RuneScape, basically. Like, they made a worse game over time, and then they saw people enjoying the old version more on private servers, and then brought it out.
Yep. We, smelted a lot of the silver. Not all of it, but a lot of it. I know I've gone through the same kind of things with other MMOs. Like I used to play Ultima Online when it first came out. Again, showing my age. And that was fun. I knew a couple people who played that, and it was kind of fun to play with people. Although a lot of the time I played by myself. But it was fun. It was kind of a nice, it was kind of almost like a Zen experience sometimes with a little bit of danger, because it was still, it was like open PvP, and anybody could attack you. So if you like ran into anybody, you didn't know if they were a friend or foe. And then EverQuest came out, and I was like, oh, it's like fully 3D. That must be kind of cool. And so I tried EverQuest, and like it was fine, but it just didn't grab me. And so it's another one I only played for like a month, and I just kind of went back to Ultima Online for a while. I loved Star Wars Galaxies for a while until they destroyed that. I'm pretty content with Final Fantasy right now. I have no major complaints about it. I like the gameplay. And I like the story.
Yeah.
And I like the aesthetic. And that's pretty much all I need.
I mean, there's things I wanted to improve, but I mean, I've played it for 6,000 hours. It doesn't.
Yeah, it's not perfect.
Got my money's worth.
I mean, no game is perfect. Like if you're a super perfectionist, you're never gonna find a game that satisfies you. You gotta admit to some faults, You gotta be okay with some flaws.
I had some serious problems with it, but looking at how the MMO industry is right now, I can hardly blame them for anything.
What's your problems with it?
I've probably forgotten a bunch of them just because it's been so long and I haven't thought about it recently. Part of what made me leave was the community.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the community.
I got a whole bunch of assholes.
Yeah, I mean, there's assholes in any game, though.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I see people posting about how great the community is, and, sometimes the community can be great, and other times you run into assholes. It kind of depends on who you end up running into. It's very luck of the draw. I died, by the way.
It's too G-gen, even though I'm kind of D-gen, but way too D-gen for me.
Just gotta find the right people.
I mean, my FC that I'm in is really good.
Yeah.
But like, I think I lucked out with all my other experiences in the game.
Yeah, maybe.
People are just so crazy over there.
That is very true. It's very true. People crazy everywhere, but a lot of people are crazy there.
Yeah, but like a high concentration of crazy.
I wonder why. Is it
And
all
just
the-
like this weird
weebs.
attitude towards the gameplay as well.
One thing that pissed me off was I had done all that work for the relic weapon, which was a ridiculous amount of work.
Sure.
And the devs were actively encouraging people to keep doing that stuff by making it easier.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, yeah, everyone should do this. Everyone should finish it. And then the expansion comes out, and they're like, yeah, we're never going to do anything with this quest line ever again. Your relic weapon is going to stay the way it is now, and no one's going to use them. And I was just like, it would be cool if this went somewhere in the future.
The storyline kind
And,
of continues, but it doesn't really use. It's basically just a new storyline with some of the same characters.
But I was accused of being an elitist for wanting my work to not be thrown in the trash. And
that's one of my complaints as well.
And I was like, I just want my work to not be thrown in the trash, and I want some sort of reward for all the work I did that they actively incentivized me to continue doing. And somebody said, what was it? They said your reward was that your weapon was best in slot for a month, long before you ever got it. You elitist. I'm paraphrasing slightly, but
Yeah.
that's basically what they told me.
At this point,
That's the whole game, basically.
yeah. At this point,
Spend all this
if you're gonna
time.
do something, you're doing it because you like the look of the weapon, and that's pretty much it. Like, there's no reason to grind that much. You just you only want to grind as much as you need to be able to do the current content, and then after that, if you want something, it's because you like the look of it.
I think they also had like achievements they had since the beginning, where if you did some ridiculous amount of grinding, you would get a placeholder reward. And I was thinking, eventually, surely they're going to make that reward something cool. But as far as I know, they never did. And people
What
actually got that achievement. I'm not sure. It was like mining. You would have to mine some absolutely ridiculous amount. And there was you got a mining tool or something if you got that achievement, and it was completely generic, so it seemed like a placeholder.
Probably just for looks. There was no look to it though. It was a generic tool with no interesting look. Yeah, a lot of rewards in that game though are purely about the looks or the just to say that you did it.
Yeah, you probably just got a title.
There was no title. The only reward was a tool that had nothing special about it. Just no unique look to it.
I don't know. Every axe back you get put back to square one, really. It's kind of sucky.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
I mean, that's the way expansions work in most games, isn't it?
I guess.
I guess you could say I had unrealistic expectations of the game and the devs because I thought they might not do stuff that every other game does.
No, I think Final Fantasy XIV is very much a amalgamation of a bunch of stuff that other games do.
Yeah.
Most of it, I think, can be good. Like, again, I think the gameplay is really nice. It's fun to play. The story's really good. The looks of it are really good. The music's really good. And that's, you know, that's all I can ask for.
You've never done like proper raiding or anything, have you? Because if you go that far, you start to realize how you start to get like a bit of hatred for the gameplay.
Yeah, I was in
No,
a
but
static doing coil before they made coil. Like before they radically changed everything about it.
but then
And
again, I'm not really interested in that. Like, I don't know. It just doesn't interest me. The rating seems pointless to me.
Yeah, that's a good summary of it.
It pretty much is. It's a trap. It's a means of baiting you into doing stuff that takes hard work and a long time.
For basically nothing.
So you'll keep playing subscription. You'll keep paying your subscription.
I can see how people can have fun with it, like figuring out the mechanics and stuff, and doing it, and it might
for
feel
one
good
night.
to. It might
Yeah,
feel good
everything
all the
solved.
mechanics is
do that.
all the mechanics are instantly solved. So there's like 0.0001% of the game population actually engages in that.
But otherwise, I don't know. None of the rewards are interesting to me, and it seems like a lot of work for very little.
I'll tell you what, the best thing that ever came out of raiding for me. Just people going like absolutely crazy, like off the rails. Just like the insane drama that would happen over that stuff, even though it was just so like stupid.
Skip or disband.
I had some fun
I'm
with
speaking
it.
about like people like sending death threats and stuff.
Oh my god. Well, I've never had any of that, but then again, I don't I don't raid, so I wouldn't, you know. This is more reason for me not to.
Or like crazy like static leaders, like literally trying to start cults and stuff.
I had a group of nice people in my static, so I didn't get any of that craziness, but it still ended up being a largely pointless exercise.
It's lucky.
We also weren't a super effective static, though.
Most aren't, as far as I know.
Yeah.
My god, it's day 94. And we've been talking about this for 20 minutes.
I got some
Well,
okay clears, but not some
Yeah.
great ones. I mean, we did Gordius for months.
Is that the
Like
first set or the second?
Gordius is the first set, because the first set was like really overtuned for some reason.
Yeah.
For like the average player.
I think the furthest my stack got was whatever that fight is with the Medusa-like monsters.
That's
coils. That's like
the second coil.
yeah.
T7.
Yeah, you can solo that shit now, most of it. The stuff that doesn't
Well,
require
yeah, because
multiple
they
mechanics.
changed everything about it.
They didn't really change that much. It's more like they
Fix bugs.
yeah, they fix bugs, but also, you know, nowadays you have better gear. Like, you know, doing that stuff for the first time, you didn't necessarily have the highest possible gear that you could have for it, and now you go in and you have gear from like Shadowbringers, and it's at the max possible level for
having gear that didn't previously exist is a big change.
The last EX trial that I did, I just I underleveled, soloed, or under whatever it's called, soloed to to get a mount. I just
What
grinded
was
it.
that?
It was Ravana EX, just like really easy.
Okay.
It's like stupid easy for anyone to solo if you're max level. I did it on my blue mage as well. I soloed for because I was trying to get his the special ability that you get from him.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be going back to it eventually, but
Yeah.
still got a lot of complaints.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely not perfect, but at this point it's better than anything else out there, and so it's what I'll play.
Maybe one day it won't be.
Maybe.
I actually really liked Sweater before the whole user base, like Exodus.
I tried that again fairly recently. It was like last year. It was like summer last year. I think Lost Joke was playing around with it, and so I went on to see how it was, and it was, I don't know, I just didn't like it. It was very, it felt very generic. Like
What are you
without the
talking
Star
about?
Wars stuff, it would
I
have
don't
been
know
really
anything
bad.
about the current state of it. I just liked it when it came out.
You know.
It seemed to me like people were a little too impatient for them to get endgame content in. Which
Old
is
Republic, pal.
yeah,
Okay.
Sweater. Star Wars: The Old Republic.
Switor.
I prefer Sweater.
Switor.
Yeah, I've played some of that. Not much though.
I mean, I have...
Not a very memorable game.
No, it's not. I have very fond memories of Star Wars Galaxies, but I mean, I know that Star Wars Galaxies was very flawed. It was a very flawed game. I mean, you can still play Star Wars Galaxies. You can play on the emulated servers and stuff, and you can see what it was like. And it hasn't aged well. I'll tell you that much. I mean, it came out in like 2002, something like that. Like it's been a long time, and but I still have fond memories of it, mostly because, you know, it was very unmistakably Star Wars, whereas Sweater seems like it's just kind of a generic sci-fi or even fantasy MMO, just vaguely Star Wars. Like, you have to be reminded that it's Star Wars at times because you kind of forget.
It didn't seem that way to me.
It seemed like that way to me. It seemed very generic to me.
How dare you disagree with me?
And also the gameplay was kind of boring too. I didn't like the gameplay.
The gameplay was very generic MMO cooldown stuff. I was fine with it, but it certainly wasn't revolutionary.
Yeah.
I did try Blade and Soul. That's the only other MMO that I've tried.
What?
Blade and Soul. I did try that.
Oh,
I haven't tried that, but I don't know. It's Korean MMO.
it's not really.
Probably about what you expect.
It's just a more actiony
Yeah.
MMO.
I don't mind action MMOs. It's just that a lot of them feel so loose, and like it doesn't feel good to play them. Like, I have yet to play an action-based MMO that actually felt good to play.
What about
'Cause
Warframe?
They feel so, like I said, like loose. Like, you slide around, you don't really. I don't know. It's hard to explain. They don't feel crunchy. Crunchy is a thing. Warframe. It's hard to explain. That's why it's very hard to explain how an action game should feel. Warframe was fine. What turned me off on Warframe was the amount of grind that it would have taken to get anywhere interesting. Like, you have to do the same couple of maps over and over and over and over again with little to show for it for a long time before you got to any interesting content.
Yeah, that's fair.
We've actually gotten quite a bit done on building the castle while we've been talking about nerd subjects.
Let me take a look, and then we're definitely going to stop because I'm still super tired.
Once you get going on Warframe, though, I think it's a really fun game.
Yeah, but you have to get going, and it takes forever.
Yeah, if you have no one to help you, it kind of sucks.
It's not that I think they should put all of the interesting stuff right at the front. It's just that they should have something interesting right at the front to entice you to continue unlocking more interesting stuff.
I think the open world stuff did that, personally. Like, sufficiently.
You drop some wood.
That happens in construction.
Just pull your pants up. Stop dropping your wood.
No.
Alright.
Did,
This looks good.
did you even know that Warframe had open world stuff?
No, it's been like a few years since last I played. All I know is that you and Lost Joke play it a lot, and I keep trying to get you two to play it together, but you refuse, apparently.
There's no refusal.
I keep saying, "Hey, you guys are both playing. You should play. You should play together."
It's the soft refusal of the lazy. I haven't worked on the throne room part. I've finished the roof of the Great Hall and put in a lot more floor, and I've got windows in this wall over here. The stone wall by the stairs was almost completely non-existent before I started.
I see.
The top floor is going to have a lot more floor space.
Well, it looks good, and I'm gonna stop. We may or may not do something this weekend. I don't know. If we do, it's just gonna be. I literally just want to smelt up all the silver and like nothing else. That's all I want to do, so we don't have to do it on stream.
Do you think I should leave this remaining part of the top floor open, or should I just make it all floor up there?
I think you should make it floor up to the edge to here, so matching kind of where you already have the edge. I think it's fine to put all floor up there. But then no floor like past that.
Well, yeah, because the only floor going into the throne room is going to be these balcony walkways.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that'd be good.
You cut out.
I also cut out your face. That sounded more psychopathic than I meant to.
It puts the lotion on its skin, kind of.
Puts the lotion on its skin, or it gets the hose again.
Okay. So the top floor has a lot of floor space then.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
You can put something up there. Don't know what, but good. Don't make me get distracted anymore. I gotta go. Thanks everybody for watching. Goodbye.
Alright,
Goodbye.
I'm quitting. Bye.